Hi, I'm Gerrard Jones, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own terrarium. Terrariums are fully functioning ecosystems housed inside sealed glass containers where plants can live happily. To make a terrarium, you're going to need some kind of glass container, some clay balls, also known as leca, some terrarium soil, which you can purchase online, a spray bottle, a brush, and you're also going to need some small terrarium plants, which you can buy in any garden centre. So first, make sure that your glass container is completely clean and dry. And then we're going to start by adding the clay balls in the bottom. These ensure that oxygen circulates around the roots. So we're just going to make sure that the bottom is totally covered with the clay balls. You can make this as deep or as shallow as you like, but just remember that your roots are going to grow into this. So give them enough depth to grow. So I'm probably going to put in about 2 inches of terrarium soil. And then I'm going to use my spray bottle to lightly moisten the soil. And the next step is plants. So the types of plants that you can put in a closed terrarium are really important. It's got to be humidity-loving plants. You can't put cacti or succulents into a closed terrarium. You can put those into one that's open, but certainly not one like this that's going to be completely sealed. I'm using a small ficus plant here, and I'm removing the soil because it's not really suitable for a terrarium. I've also just divided it here. You can pull apart these types of plants. And you're just going to put it where you think it looks visually nicest. Next up, this is a Pelea. The Pelea family are really good to put in terrariums. Most of them stay relatively small. When you're putting the plants into your terrarium, be careful to keep the leaves away from the side of the glass so that they don't get too much condensation on them and start to rot. I'm just going to use my brush now just to get some of the soil off the glass, tidy it up a bit while I go along. So using moss in a terrarium just makes it look much more natural. I think it makes it look like a little green carpet, like you would find on a woodland floor perhaps. And this is a Photonia. And the best thing about them is you can divide these up into tiny little plants, so you can essentially dot them all around the terrarium if you'd like. And these are really tough. You can literally rip these apart. Terrariums are actually a really nice project to make with children as well, and they can add inside there their favourite toy like a dinosaur to create their own miniature world. And I think that's about as much as I'm going to put in here. You need to leave the plants enough room that they can grow, so you don't want to overfill it at this stage. So I'm going to take my spray bottle. This is to clean the glass and also to add, hopefully, what will be the only moisture for some time. Again, you don't want to drown your plants. Just enough to make them lightly moist and to clean the glass. I'm just going to take a soft cloth and rub away some of the moisture. And lastly, we're just going to close the lid. And then we're going to find a spot in the house where the plants get enough light to grow, but not so much light that they overheat inside.